Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet. As we're back here for another Road to Show series and another episode here with Rashad Bolden. This is episode 228, and today we are going to be in a nice 3-game weekend series here against the San Francisco Giants. A nice little interleague action here today as you take a look at Bolden's numbers there across your top portion of your screen there. And of course, so take a look at the standings right now, where they stand at right now. And it looks like we're still trailing here. We're just 2.5 games back of the Mariners, who have a nice 73 and 55 record. And of course, they recently just lost here, so they're on a lose streak, just like we are. But hopefully, we can turn things around here. Of course, we love the Mariners to kind of stay in that slump, being a little slump, and so we can take advantage of that. But both teams are both 7-3 in the last 10 games. As for the Giants, well, they have some trouble here. They are just one game above 500. They're 9.5 games back behind the Dodgers. Dodgers, obviously, you see here, they're just a half a game behind the Diamondbacks. We'll see the Dodgers coming up later on in a 2-game series here in today's episode, this last half of this video. But there you see the Dodgers 6-4 going in their series coming up here. But for us, the Giants, there you see 7-3 in the last 10 games. They've been playing pretty well here, but they're just, like I said, one game below 500 and haven't been really playing too much good baseball this season. They've kind of been on a little bit of a roller coaster here. They still have some of the same guys they've had in the years past: Buster Posey, Brandon Belts, Pablo Sandoval, and of course Brandon Crawford, and of course the very unique Hunter Pence there. Back out there in right field. So we'll see if we can try to do anything here. Bolden, of course, he played against the San Francisco Giants on his days when he was with the Padres, and it was actually been pretty successful against the Giants. We'll see if that will kind of help us now here as a Ranger, and of course take advantage of some of the pitching woes and issues that the Giants have had. Of course, you see Diaz, Garcia by far, and Ochke, who are their top guys, I guess you can say there. And then of course they got some 66 overall guys there, not so well in there. And of course the bullpen, not the greatest here, but we should be able to do something decent here. I think the only one I think we'll probably kind of worry about in a situation, if we're not in a winning situation, it'll probably be Sergio Romo, who can come in and pretty much clamp the door down and help Mitch Moore get a save. So we'll try to see if we can avoid that here in this series. And of course, we'll try to see if we can get a nice series win. Now, as for injuries, I want to look at, because I noticed that Derek Hong was not in the rotation, and yeah, he has a torn calf. He's going to be out for at least the next month, 2 months, if anything. So hopefully he can bounce back from that. Because we really need all our guys. All guys are all hands are on deck right now, as we're trying to get closer to the Mariners, trying to at least get ourselves set up in a way where we get to that series there. We got 2 series, I think. I can't remember if they're both on the road to Seattle or if they're one in Seattle, one in Arlington. But nonetheless, those divisional games coming up that we have are going to be very important, and we got to play well. So we need our best guys out there. So Bolden's going to come up to bat here. You see he's leading in all 3 categories here, meaning he is up for the Triple Crown here in the National League. He's already got the Triple Crown, or not National League, American League, but he's got the Triple Crown in the National League. So we'll see if he can do that here this season for the American League. So here we go. He'll ground this one there to the pitcher. Nice, quick, easy out there for the Giants, who of course know Bolden pretty well here, and they know that letting him up at that plate and swinging that bat could be very dangerous to their health. As we'll see here, top of the 3rd, nobody on, the 1 out, and Bolden gonna launch this one here out to shallow center field, and that is going to be, of course, taken down for an easy out. Nice play there from the center fielder, getting on his horse on that play and making a nice catch. So we move on now to the top of the 6th, as Rangers still have a 1-run lead. 1 runner on board and nobody out. And Bolden does not have a hitter's count here. As we see a swing here, that one's going to go, oh no, I thought it was going to go pass up in the middle there, but second baseman makes a nice hustle and gets to it and throws Bolden out there at first. But Bolden was able to move the runner over to third and get him in scoring position. So he's ground out already now here, pretty much on all 3 at-bats here. And he is 0 for 3 here tonight. He's going to try to see if he can get a base hit here and help his club out, as we'll see a 2-2 count here for him. 1 out, nobody on, and then we'll see a ball skied out to right field here. This one does look like it's going to get out of the ballpark here, but it's going to stay in. And it's going to get caught right at the warning track for the second out of the inning. So nice hustle there from Hunter Pence. Get on that ball. And, of course, not letting us get a hit of any sort there. But the Rangers do come off with a win here tonight, as they don't get too much help here from Bolden. But they definitely help themselves here in this one, as they get a nice 3-2 victory here in San Fran. As San Francisco now drops now to an even 65-65 for the season right now. Bolden, of course, 0 for 4 in today's game. And he's hoping to do a better job here, as I think maybe in some aspects, maybe this is a good time for him to kind of go on a little bit of slump. Not saying that you want him to go on a slump right now, but maybe have a little bit of a dip in his swing, and not let him do too much, because then you can have him fight himself out of it and start getting on a hot streak, so you can go into the playoff, these last few games of the season. And especially going to Seattle, so like that, he started getting on fire and kind of roll that, right on that momentum going into the postseason. So Dusty Ortiz is the pitcher here today. 26 starts, 12-11 for him, with a 2.09 ERA, 121 strikeouts and 41 walks, and a whip right near 1. We'll see what Bolden can do here against him, as like I said, last game here, we seen him last night, 0 for 4, and he is not doing so well here in this series so far. So we'll see what he can do here. Nobody on, 2 out, and this one's going to get skied over to right field here. Hunter Pence going to get underneath this one right near the Giants landing. And that is going to be still in the ballpark as a final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits there. As we go to the top of the 4th here. It's 2-0 here. Texas trailing here, as we'll see Bolden grounds this one there. That's going to get him in a double play situation. They get the runner out, and that is going to be it for him. As they ground this one there. I think it was no, I don't think it was a double play. I think it was a double play. So double play situation there. Take both runners out. That will, of course, be 2 away. Top of the 6th, still down by a run. Nobody on and nobody out, or 2 out here, and that's going to be the final out here in the inning, as Bolden strikes out here. And again, not having a good day here in San Francisco. You would think, these two, he's seen his team enough of his majority of his career here. He knows how they play, and they know how he swings the bat. And so far, San Francisco is doing a great job here of not letting that bat get too crazy. As we'll see, try to get a double play here on this one here. Nice job there from the defense, turning 2 as they get out of the bottom half of the 7th. We'll go to the 9th, or we'll go to the 8th inning here. We'll see if Bolden gets at least one more shot at be able to get an opportunity to swing the bat. He does here in the top of the 9th. So it's now 7-1 here, so not much we can do here. Hopefully we can get a miracle and get something going here, but well, the way that bat was swung over by Bolden, that prayer's not going to be answered here, as he is going to go ahead and pop out there to Brandon Belt, and that will, of course, retire the game for him and his chances of trying to come back in this one here, as he goes for another over here. This time, over 4 again. He's now 0 for 8 in these first two games of this series. And he is trying his best to try to get things going here for his club. He knows how valuable he is and how important he is to the club. But most importantly, he wants to get something going here for himself here, as he normally does pretty well here at Oracle Park here against the Giants. As you take a look there, 0 for 4. Jay Bruce 1 for 3, a run. Morales there 1 for 3 and a double. And DJ LeMahieu 0 for 3 and a walk for him. So nobody really in the lineup right now is doing any good, and neither of our pitchers, they're not doing any good either. So Giants now 1 game above 500. They're going to try to come back out here and try to see if they can, obviously try to get the series win here by winning this rubber match here. The third and final game between the two teams in this episode, as we see Roy Garcia, 26 starts, 8-8 for the season, and a 5.23 ERA. Bolden, let's try to get something going here. He is not pitching really well. So Bolden's going to try to see if he can do something against Garcia here. We'll see the first at bat. And you see his average obviously take a little bit of a dip. And of course, home runs and RBIs are still the same since we've entered this series. So now with 1 on and 1 out here on the top of the first. 1-0 count here for Bolden. Looks for a pitch here. Drills this one out to right field. But the right fielder, Hunter Pence, is going to be right there. No problem there for him. As Bolden, again, just not having the best of luck as he goes now 0 for 9 here in this series. 2-2 here in the top of the third. 1 on, 1 out. 1-2 count here for Bolden as he dribbles this one there. He finally got a base hit here as he goes 1 for 10. And as he's on board, that's going to be a nice little single. So now 5-3 here. San Francisco is trailing. 0-2 count here for Bolden. Nobody on, nobody out. That one's going to be going past up the middle there. That's a great hit. Great job there for Bolden as he goes now 2 for 11 in the series. And that's another base hit for him. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. He's had a hitter's challenge there. If you remember from the last episode, he was challenged to get 6 hits in these first 3 games of this series. And that does not look like that's going to be the case here unless something really happens for him to get a chance to do something like that. So this challenge that we got from one of our teammates maybe end up coming to an end. Alvarez up to bat here. We'll see a 2-2 count here from him. Alvarez here hits this one to the short. That's going to be a great play as they get only 1 as Bolden goes on that hit and run there and gets his second safely. Jay Bruce up to bat next now. And we'll see what Bruce can do here with a full count with 1 on and 1 out. And Bolden's going to go ahead and take off here. He's going to go to third, and Jay Bruce trying to get down the field. Bolden's going to try to go home, and he is going to get taken out at the plate. Great job there from the defense. Noticing that Bolden was trying to go, whipped around third and says, hey, I'm going to try to sneak in here and get a run. But, yeah, he gets taken out there. So top of the 7th here, tied 5 all. 1-2 count here. Bolden here. Oh, he's going to get that one over to first baseman. First baseman throws that one to the pitcher. The pitcher makes a nice tag there at first to get him out, and that's 2 away. Top of the 9th coming up here for Bolden as he is 2 for 4 in today's game. And we'll see what he can do here with already 2 singles here in the day. We'll see they're up by a run as San Francisco's trailing. And Bolden here gets a hold of this one here, high and deep, out to left center field. This one's going to go back, but the center fielder is able to get there on time and make the play. Nice hustle there as they end that bat. So Brian Yu coming up next here. We'll see Giants now, last chance now here to get something going. Try to get a double play, see if we can end the inning here as we'll see a ground ball there. Bolden makes a nice play there to second, back to him, makes the play, and that's going to be it for the inning and the ball game as Texas wins the series here 2-1 and wins this one 6-5. Here's your final score. As you see there, we did fail that challenge there. We're supposed to get 6 hits in these 3 games, and that is not what happened there. So we don't know what gift we would have gotten there. Probably something very helpful, hopefully. But nonetheless, we do win the series there, but Bolden was on the struggle bus there. He struggled. That's kind of unusual for him with a team like this. He was 2 for 13 in this series. Only gotten the last 2 hits there in this final game. and wasn't really much of a factor in that game, really, to be quite honest. So now we go ahead and forget about that Giants series here, and we get ready for this Dodgers series that we're going to be hosting. Now, Dodgers are just one game behind the Diamondbacks, and of course have a nice lead over pretty much everybody else in the division. Only team really close to them are probably the Rockies, which is just 8 games separated between those two. But the Dodgers are 6-4 in the last 10 games, and of course they just recently had a loss. So they would love to get back on track here and try to get a nice victory. So we're going to host this interleague series here, and we'll try to see what we can do. Now, they just finished a series with the Padres, and they lost that series 2-1 there. So the Padres, I mean, surprising enough, with not having Bolden on the team, they're actually getting themselves together there and doing something, especially against a high-powered team like this. And there you see the guys there who we used to see quite often when we went up to Los Angeles to play those Dodgers. And we'll see, of course, Clayton Kershaw here. I don't know if we're going to see him per se. I believe we're going to see Minor, and we're going to see Ryu in this 2-game set. But I noticed Clayton Kershaw's numbers have kind of just dwindled. He's kind of regressing quite a bit here, and so I don't see him sticking around, in the Major League Baseball for too long here. But there you see the numbers there when it comes to rankings and batting averages and such. So we'll see what we can do here as we're back home here at Globe Life Park here in Arlington. And the crowd are starting to file in here for this big series here. They know this is important because these are two teams that we could definitely see in the playoffs, and probably potentially maybe these could be two teams that we could see in the World Series. Both teams are always going to be in the playoffs by the looks of it. They keep playing the way they play, but this could be a match that we could see possibly in the World Series going down the line here. So Bolden, there you see his numbers, 388 so far this season, 43 home runs, 134 RBIs, and we'll see what he can do here as they're wearing all white here today at the ballpark. Bottom of the first, nobody out, 2-0 count here for Bolden. Looks for a pitch here, grounds this one there to the second baseman, who makes a nice play there to first, and that retires a side. So no score. And no runs, no hits here in this one so far. And it's still a 0-0 ball game. Go to the 4th inning, and we'll see a dynamic challenge here. Dodgers lead this one by 3. Bolden with the pitch, and he grounds this one there to short. That's going to be, of course, a routine play there, no problem. As he does fail the challenge there. Try to hit for a single in that situation. We go now to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see what we can do here as Bolden here hits this one here high and deep. That's going to go back. People are looking. This one, no, it's going to stay in the ballpark there. As everybody was pretty much on their feet there pretty quickly, seeing if Bolden can knock one off of Minor here. But Mike Minor nope. He's like, nope, this one's going to stay in the ballpark. No chance of that one taking a ride. Bottom of the 8th coming up now. It's, we have 2 runners on board and 1 out. Bolden looking for a pitch here, and he drills this one over again to right field here. He's been doing a great job here going opposite field. And that one, of course, is going to be still in the ballpark there. As again, that one not going much anywhere as Yasuo Puig out there in the right field making a nice hustle. And, of course, he's still in there. Mike Minor is still in the game. As Rangers will go ahead and get the victory here in this one. Nice job. Rangers take game 1 of the series 5-4 in this one, as Bolden again struggles at the plate here today in this one, and he's just not been ever since he's left the Padres. These NL West teams have just not been nice to him at all. Maybe they finally figured him out. As you take a look at the numbers there, Roosevelt Espinoza, which is an awesome name, I love that. 3 for 4 in the ball game, a home run, actually 2 home runs in the game, a double, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. So he was definitely the lightning rod in today's lineup. And of course, D. Gordon there, 1 for 5 day for him. So let's get back out here to the diamond here as everybody start again, come in again on this early game here at Globe Life Park. As you see there, Yasuo Puig talking to one of his teammates, talking about how they need to win this game here today and try to split this series. And of course, one of our guys there, Liam Hendrick, he'll be pitching on the mound today. 21 starts, 11-8 for him for the season. Bolden's going to be up to bat here. As you see there, he leads the Rangers right now with home runs. We'll see if we can crack one here today, as there's 2 on, nobody out. And a nice hitter's count here for Bolden as he's looking for a pitch here and drives this one here to opposite field here out to right. But that one's going to be caught. And we'll see if the runner's going to advance. No. The runner's going to stay at first and second there. Go on now to the bottom of the third, yeah. We'll see. Texas lead takes a 2-run lead here. And this one's going to be dropped out there. He finally gets a base hit here in the series, as that one's going to drop in with a nice base hit for a 2-out single from Bolden. So nice job there again on the top of that 4-seam fastball and getting himself on board here now. We'll see if he gets any signs here to maybe cause some chaos here on the base pass, as Pedro Alvarez now comes with the bat. Fans are starting to get up here, trying to get behind the Texas Rangers now, as the Rangers trying to see where they can get something going here. As Alvarez, good snag there from the second baseman, steals a base hit, and that ends the inning as they leave one stranded there. So Bolden can't get home, and we'll go now to the 4th inning and see what they can do. We'll actually skip to the 5th inning here. Top of the 5th here, Romano Pito. He will be on at the plate here, as we'll see a possibility for a double play here. That's going to be a ground ball there to second over the short. Makes the play, and that's going to be a double play, and that will end the inning. So nice hustle, nice play from our D, as we get a double play there. Gets us out of the inning, and we keep that 3-run lead secured. Bottom of the 6th coming up here for Bolden, as he's up to bat once again, 3-1. Nobody on, so he's leading off here. And of course, nobody out. 0-2 count here, as he's going to hit this one over the right field here. He's going to try to hit that one shallow, but unfortunately, that one is going to be caught. Nice play and good speed there from Puig. As we go ahead and see this one, it's going to be wrapped up as the Rangers pick up the win, and they win the 2-game series here in today's episode. Nice job there, fellas. And they'll take the victory here. 3-2 is your final score, as Bolden goes 1 for 3 in this game, meaning he goes 1 for 7 in the series. So today's episode has not been a good one for Bolden, as he is definitely on the struggle bus right now. Hopefully this does not linger on too long here. It's all right to be on a little bit of having a little struggle in your at bats, but he needs to kind of pop out of that real quick here, because we got some pretty good series coming up that we need to kind of focus in on and be ready for if we're going to make this run here for the pennant and a chance to get a divisional title here. But before we go, we'll take a look here. He's got some batting training situations here that we're going to try to work on. We'll try to open up some caps here. And then, of course, or actually, no, I think we'll look at overall just training. And we'll see which ones he'll pick. He's going to pick the sprint. So we're going to try to get our base running and, base running aggressiveness and speed up. Open up those caps there. But there you see, we've got another teammate here offering a challenge. He says he wants to see us steal 3 bases in the next 3 games. You know what? That's actually pretty simple. I usually do that one there when they ask for that one, and you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll try to see if we can do that here, coming up against the 57 and 77 Minnesota Twins coming up. It's a nice little weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday series there. We'll see what we can do on that one. And you see there, we're in the month of September, so yeah, a lot of divisional games coming up. And look, hey, a couple of episodes from now, we're going to be back in San Diego. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I cannot wait to get to that one as we take on our former team, the Padres. We'll see how that trade works out. Who got the better deal? Was it the Rangers or was it the Padres? Well, we'll find out in a couple episodes from now. But coming up in the next episode will be that Minnesota series. And we might even show a little bit of that Angels series there, some, depending on what happens in that one. So stay tuned for that coming up here in episode 229. But that's it for this episode of Road to the Show with Rashad Bolden. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Plus, check us out on ESGNet LP, as we got a nice little LP, or a nice little Road to the Show series over there with Alex Humberto. It's a nice little series over there. Definitely go check it out. And of course, don't forget to check out all the other Road Show characters here on this channel, as you'll see them coming up and popping up here throughout the summer here on the channel. So a lot of Road Show all summer long. Of course, we'll get back into some more of our franchise with the Kansas City Royals and the Cardinals coming up. And of course, check it out also on the second channel over there on the LP side, as we'll of course getting some March to October going on over there. So that's it for me. As always, keep yourself healthy, and I will see you all next time.